Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Simon Rex is here, star of Scary Movie 5.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
what's it like shooting a movie like that with all these different celebrities? I mean, what's it like when you're dealing with all these people going to the set and they got to talk about their schedule and everything like that? Is it a pain in the ass?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a fan of a lot of the people. I got to work with Leslie Nielsen and Charlie Sheen and all these
He's
comic.
still around?
Well, Leslie Nielsen, rest in peace. I got to work with him
Oh,
10 years
right, the
ago
old
when
days,
he did
yeah.
it. I grew up watching Airplane, Naked Gun. So David Zucker, the director and producer of the movies, it was just a dream come true. I remember standing at one point. I'm standing with Charlie Sheen, Kevin Hart, and Leslie Nielsen, and I'm just like, it doesn't get better than this for me. This is my dream to do this type
Did
of comedy.
Zucker direct the first couple?
No, it was the Wayans brothers did 1 and 2.
Oh, that's right.
And then
that's right.
they created the franchise, and then there was some I don't want to say what happened because I'm not sure, but there was something that happened with the Weinsteins in them.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna go get David Zucker, the guy who pioneered and created the spoof genre, and get him to do these movies now. And David Zucker, to me, has just been great. He's put me in a few movies. He's such a great guy. And
Wow, they're still making the Wayans are still making money.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they're still
God.
killing it too. And so yeah, and Anna Faris was in the first 4. She didn't do this last one, but yeah, no, it was, dude. I mean, working with Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan. And what was funny was that, and this was in the news, Lindsay Lohan shows up late, and 8 hours or something crazy like that. So the crew was standing around till 4 in the morning.
8 hours late.
And then wouldn't come out of her trailer. She did the whole thing. Flooded her trailer afterwards.
Flooded
Yeah,
it?
flooded her trailer. She's crazy.
I mean,
Wait, Lindsay.
flood it with what?
With the water, she plugged something in the water and turned the shower on and flooded the trailer. She's crazy. Yeah, but you hear stories about her like that all the time. Nuts. And
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, that was pretty extraordinary.
Flooding the trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
This is on the
This
most
was the late.
recent
Yeah,
one?
this was Scary Movie
On
5. Her and Charlie have a scene in the beginning where they're making fun of themselves as being the biggest train wrecks in Hollywood, which was a funny scene.
yeah.
And I guess she was getting in character because she. Man. But no, it was all. Cat Williams got to work with him. I mean, there were so many cameos. To me, it was great because it's like, oh, who's going to show up today to do a scene? You get all these great, talented people. Molly Shannon. It was, to me, that's the dream job. I can't see any me doing anything bigger and better than that.
That's fun.
They're
As
so
a-
successful.
As a single guy, when you see Lindsay Lohan coming in a hot mess, does that make you want to try to swoop in and?
No, because I'm going back a little bit. I don't want to date actresses anymore.
There you go.
It's just
Well,
too
you
much.
could date him, or you could bang him in the
There
trailer.
you go. That could happen.
Right.
That
You're
could
a
happen.
single
I'm
guy.
not necessarily talking about dating.
Right. Well, you're talking about having sexual intercourse.
Right, before it's flooded
Well,
in
you
the
know-
trailer, like, do you
Yeah.
stop by and say
Yeah.
hi?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. The producers were like, Simon, will you please go get Lindsay out of her trailer? I'm like, she's 5'2", 100 pounds. Go get her out of there. They're all
Yeah.
intimidated by her. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, Lindsay, come out. I don't feel well. It's like, oh, gee.
When you want to flee,
Really?
if she's flooded with water, make it like egg drop soup in there, man. Like,
Yeah.
get in there and do your thing.
Yeah.
Deposit something.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. So you're saying it's exciting, but at the same time, it is very annoying.
Yeah,
to,
it
like,
could be. Yeah, it could be. And Lindsay also dated a good friend of mine, Samantha Ronson, for years, which is just sort of weird. And Lindsay.
Oh, that's right. She had the lesbian
Yeah, it was a
relationship.
dear friend of mine. So I'm not going anywhere near that. That's off limits.
What is that like? So, wait, that's right. So, because Mark Ronson, her
Yeah,
father.
Mark Ronson, dear,
You worked
great
with
guy.
him.
Yeah, that's her brother. Yeah, her brother.
That's her brother.
Right.
And Samantha, that would
Is
be
her
odd.
si-
That
yeah,
would be
that's his
odd.
little sister.
Well, that's Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
You're really getting a taste of Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
You've gotten a taste of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing it right. I think it sounds like you're doing a classy thing.
I'm just having fun, man. I just want to do comedy and stuff, and everything kind of lends to itself. Like doing this Dirt Nasty character and stuff like that. Like they put me in this movie Project X. Like I got cut out of it, but I'm still in it a little bit. But the producers and the director. They saw my Dirt Nasty music stuff and they said, "Oh, let's throw him in this movie," which was a very big movie. So it helps open other doors as well, So it's
Dirt Nasty is like,
that's-
how would you describe the Dirt Nasty character?
It's a very dirty, the lyrics are very vulgar, it's a very tales of drugs and sex in Hollywood. It's exaggerated. There's a little bit of truth to it, but it's heightened for effect. And it's a lot of me making fun of myself as a struggling actor who and I'm lucky enough to work. Like I was saying before, you're lucky to work half the year. So that's a lot of downtime. So I got to do something.
So
I'm Jewish. I can't sit around and wait for the phone to ring. I got to do something.
So
So you're
I'm a
writing.
maniac.
It seems like the songs that Dirt Nasty is performing. I mean, they're pretty lyrically rich. You know, they're dense.
Oh,
you're
you've heard
packing a lot of words in. Yes,
you've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of writing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is, and I like writing.
You do have
too.
a lot of time.
You know what it
on your
is?
hands.
Yeah, it is. It's liberating because, and this is gonna sound like, oh, this actor douche, but when you're doing a movie, you're said stand here, wear this, say the line, say it like this. You kind of don't have as much freedom. So it's almost like for Dirt Nasty, I get to just do whatever I want, you know, and just say whatever I want, and so it's fun. It's like I can do
Not if
whatever
you're
I
on
want.
stage, yeah. I mean, if you're on stage doing, you know, like you call it freestyle,
Right.
or rapping, you know, because with stand-up comedy, I like doing that a lot, to where you can say whatever you want. It is hard to then go back to being structured, where a director's saying, "Stand here, say this."
Yeah, it is.
I mean, what do you see yourself doing a lot of rapping in the future?
No, actually, I see
You don't
this
wanna
being
do
this.
that?
I see this being the last lap. This is my third
Oh,
album.
okay, yeah,
I kind of don't. I don't want to be doing this too much longer, to be honest with you. But I don't want to kill my cash cow either. It pays well. I got to pay my mortgage. You know, I still got to eat my sushi because I'm a little diva.
Yeah.
And so until people stop calling me to do it, I'll probably do it. But I don't want to be doing it too much longer.
Have you noticed the music industry's conversion through your Dirt Nasty career? I mean, when you started doing this, things were different.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you say that. When I first started, I'd say about 7 years ago, it was right when the major labels were sort of becoming sinking ships, and the independent artists could go on MySpace at the
Right.
time, YouTube, and anyone could put your stuff up there. So that's pretty much how I did it, because I don't have any major record label. I just did it on my own and put videos up, and people just seemed to like it. So I just kept doing it, and it's, you know, it's fun. It's just like, it's a lot like doing stand-up. It really is. You're traveling. You're in different cities all the time. You get on stage. You're making people laugh. You get out of that. So it's a lot of airports and hotels. So that's that grind.
And at least
But
you know
it's a
how to
blessing.
do it. You know how to do it. Right, exactly. It's a blessing. 'cause
blessing.
It's you're in show business, performing.
Right,
You're
right.
not bartending. You know how to do
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to work. So I'm not. But I just don't see myself doing it forever. I want to. The acting stuff you can do, you know, till you're 70 years old if you're lucky.
yeah,
But
enough.
especially as a guy, it's different for men. You
Yeah,
know?
you just walk in. And,
You
you know,
look at-
women, they gotta retire.
You know,
So-
there's always some hot 19-year-old coming around the corner ready to take out
Yeah.
dinner. So you got to be Meryl Streep to keep working in this industry.
Right.
But I prefer to keep doing comedy and movies and film and stuff. I got a couple of things in the works for some TV stuff that I help produce and write. So hopefully that happens. And you know, it's just I always got to be pushing it. You know.
We're gonna take another quick break.
No.
Come back. Well, no, you're killing
What,
it here,
dude?
Dan. We're gonna take another quick break. We'll come back. We'll finish out the hour.
Okay.
With Simon Rex.
Okay.
The Artie Lange.
All right.
The Artie Lange Show. Last few minutes of the first hour. Simon Rex.
Yes, sir.
Scary Movie 5. When exactly does that open?
Oh, it just came out on DVD and on iTunes, so it's now out there. It was
It's
in
on
theaters.
iTunes and-
yeah.
yeah.
We shot in Atlanta, and that's how I don't have DirecTV, so I got to watch your show while in Atlanta in my trailer all day. So that was
good.
how I got hip to your show.
Oh, no
Because I
kidding.
don't have at my house. You know, DirecTV, I believe the satellite only has to point like southeast or some
You
direction.
gotta go a certain
I have
direction.
these trees around my house in Laurel
Southwest, yeah.
Canyon. First world problems. I have these trees around my house. So they say, "Oh, we can't do a satellite. You have to cut these trees down." I'm like, "I'm not cutting these pine trees down."
Of course
So I stuck with my cable, but I wanted, and I got into the show because I'd watch it every day in my trailer in Atlanta, and I got hip to the show. So yeah, you're doing it. I like the show. You're doing great
I
stuff.
appreciate it. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I tell you, Laurel Canyon though is there's that issue with the trees. I love. Laurel
Isn't it
Canyon.
great?
Yeah,
It's got a
it's
vibe
really cool.
for being in LA. Yeah.
I had a friend who lived off Lookout Mountain.
Yeah,
there,
my buddy lives up
and
there. Yeah.
it's just really. You ever spend time there?
No,
Well,
man.
it's
I'm
got-
only Bay Area.
Yeah.
I was in the Bay Area for a decade.
That's home.
Well, it's
That's
got
home.
great history though, Laurel Canyon.
Yeah, it
'cause,
does.
In the '60s and '70s, it was real like Fleetwood Mac used to live there.
Frank Zappa's my neighbor.
Frank Zappa.
He still
Really?
lives there. His
No,
house
really?
is there.
His
yeah.
house is there.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
house is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his family's still there. And
Oh, like Moon Unit and stuff.
yeah,
like that?
exactly.
Yeah, they're all there.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's a famous house on Laurel Canyon where the Chili Peppers recorded.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history.
Great
there.
rock and roll
Yeah,
history.
A lot of great
Laurel
history.
Canyon.
It's a great place. It's either there or the beach is where if you could afford it in LA to live.
Counting
That's where you
Crows,
want to
too.
do it, you know, because the flats of Hollywood can get a little depressing sometimes.
Now you
it's
get
not
up,
the
you
most
get that
beautiful place.
view. You get the, you really feel alive. It's
Yeah.
cool. You feel like you're showering amongst the deer in the woods.
Yeah, but my mind is sick. I look out there and I think there's some bad stuff going
No,
on. out
that's
there.
true, too.
I'm not thinking, oh, how many lovely. It's like dreams are being crushed right now.
You're right. Every minute.
Yeah.
Every second.
Yeah.
Well, not yours, my friend. Simon Rex. We have to say goodbye. The movie is Scary Movie 5.
Yes, sir.
and the album is Palatial.
Yeah. Yes.
Good luck, man, and come back anytime.
I appreciate
Really.
that. Thanks for having me.
Simon Rex. You do Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, I got Twitter is at Dirt Nasty.
At Dirt
The
Nasty.
Vine stuff I do. Vine is Simon Rex, which is kind of the new thing. I don't know if you guys are on Vine. Just dirtnastymusic.com is where everything's at.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Later on.
Thanks, buddy.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.